Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to the Reality Ladies. As you know, I am JustTheresa. I am one of the hosts, and this is my phone. Hold on. And this is my co-host, Living Life with Lisa. Hey, we are doing the Real Housewives of Potomac. You guys, we are on season 6, episode 5. Episode 5. Season 6, episode 5. I'm so excited. There wasn't that much going on, but we're going to cover it anyways. I'm going to let y'all say hello to my co-host, Lisa, and then we'll get this thing started. Woo, woo, go Lisa. Say hello.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Come on in, guys. Take a seat. Sit back with your drink and relax.
Yes.
And let's review. Hey, D. Marie.
Hey, baby girl. What's up, D. Marie? Thank you for coming in. Yes, and you made it on time. Thank you, baby. Thank you. That's why she put, I'm here. So I'm excited. Even if it didn't have a lot of drama going on, I still think, just seeing the ladies, seeing how they're getting to know each other and all of that is something to be discussed. So we'll give a few more people time to get in here, and then we'll get this thing started.
Yeah, they got to build up. They got to build up the drama.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Hey, Donna. What's up? Thank you for coming in. And anybody who has the ability to share us out, please do so. We would really, really appreciate that. And hopefully you guys have been connected to my channel, Lisa's channel, so you can support us both, because we do alternate weeks. So the next episode 6, is going to be on Living Life with Lisa's channel on August 16th at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Lisa, are you doing it at 5, hon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Hey, Donna Boo. How are you, Donna Boo?
Thank you, Dee Marie. Thank you. She said I started watching this show from season 1 because of us. Yes.
Yay!
That's what we talking about. That's what we like. So we definitely cover Real Housewives of Potomac. Then at the end, we'll just go a little recap on Love and Marriage Huntsville from last week. Okay? So Yes? Okay. So let me go ahead and jump right into how it opened up. It opened with Ashley, because if y'all remember last week, Ashley was crying that booger cry, all of that. She was doing all of that last I can't even do it. Like, it was like pouring, like, oh, she needed tissue for real. But it ended last week with her crying because she wasn't going to have one child in the house anymore. And it opened on this one with baby Dylan being born. Woo, baby Dylan. 7 pounds. He was 7 pounds, 4 ounces, beautiful little boy. Now her other son Dean has somebody to play with. What do you think about baby Dylan coming into the world?
I think it is wonderful. He is beautiful. And I think he's going to look more like Ashley, because when they put the 2 pictures up, he looked nothing like Dean when Dean was born. So I think he's going to look more like Ashley. And Dean is really taken to the baby. He's playing with the baby, trying to kiss the baby.
Yes. And honestly, to see Michael there being a father and not just a drunk dog is a nice twist. Okay?
Yeah.
We done seen drunken doggy Michael, okay?
Yeah.
Bisexual Michael. We done
he is into the baby. He's into the babies. He's into the babies. And that's good. That's a good look for him.
And he wasn't in the beginning. Remember when she used to always say she wanted babies? He did not want that.
Mm-hmm.
He did not want that. And now that she's having him, he's actually looking like a decent human being and not a raving bisexual maniac. Like, he's a bisexual maniac. You know what I mean? Which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying, Michael, it's nice to see you chilling, bro. Yes. Okay, Lisa, the next thing.
Hello, Buddha. Welcome in, Buddha.
Hey, Buddha. Thank you for coming in. Well, I know the next scene went on to Mia and Gordon, and I'm going to let Lisa go ahead and talk about that for us.
All right, Miss Mia, y'all. They are on Miss Mia, honey. Not just her friends, but her husband too. Is on her back because she wants to branch out. She wants to be an entrepreneur. She wants to sell her own candles starting out, but she wants to add like bedding and towels and things like that.
Yes.
So she and her husband are having a conversation, and he's telling her he thinks she's taking on, too much. And I guess they didn't discuss it in the beginning because, he's telling her things that she needs to do in order to have this business in which she's not aware of. So now, which
was
I
shocking.
pray to God. Yeah.
Which was shocking. Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
I pray to God that no one has her name, because the first thing you do when you create a business and you come up with the name, you need to purchase that name to ensure nobody else has it or can get it. So right now, she's gotten all these candles and she has all these labels and this name, and it doesn't belong to her.
That's crazy to me that she doesn't even know the bare basics.
Yeah.
How do you not even know the basics? And the husband, whom you don't even seem to have involved, seems to know what you're supposed to do in business. And you know, Lisa, as a business owner, the first thing you have to do is get that name solid.
Yeah, and she didn't. I was very shocked that because my eyes went like this when she said that. So that means she doesn't have like a business license or anything.
Right. And that is insane to me. So is she just doing it to be doing it, or is this something she's really passionate about? It makes you go,
Well, she said that she's passionate about it and she's still gonna go forward with it, even though he said, she needs to fix these things. She still says she's going forward with it. She still wants to do it.
And I wanted to touch on something else that she was talking about, but I also want to read Buddha's comment. It looks like she left a pretty lengthy comment there about something's going on. Let me see. Baby Buddha passed this morning. She had lung cancer and it spread it to her throat. She was saying, at D. Marie Love. So watching old videos of her and crying on and off, and it sucks to lose someone close. Yes, baby Buddha is her dog. I'm so sorry to hear that, Buddha. So sorry to hear that.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Buddha. Oh.
Hey, Queen Karma, what's up, sis? Thank you for coming in, Boo.
Carmel and Frugal Mama of Boys. Hello, welcome in, guys.
Hey, Frugal Mama, what's up? Our condolences. We are praying for you, Buddha. I know you love that dog. I am so sorry about that. Okay, now it's before we move on from the Mia, who are we talking about?
Mia and her husband. Yes. Oh, you know what?
No, we were talking about Wendy.
Please, we're talking about Wendy.
We were supposed to be talking.
Look, that thing with Wendy just blew me away because she has 4 degrees. So but sometimes people can be very, very smart but have no common sense.
Yes, because sense ain't common, honey. They don't know what common sense.
But anyway, back to Miss Mia, y'all.
Okay, go. Okay, we will get back to Wendy, but that's a little bit further down because there is something I want to mention about what she was saying. But it went to the scene with Mia and Gordon, her husband. They were going somewhere to the park, all dressed up. The baby girl had on some shades, I guess, trying to be cute, and flipped and fell all up on her nose. She fell out the car because she can't see, because she's trying to be diva like her mother. I didn't understand why they kept the shades on the baby. She can't see. She fell as soon as she got out the car.
She was excited because they don't do a whole bunch as a family. So she was excited to be out there.
And she couldn't see because of the shades. When you have on shades, it darkens everything. Your vision is really, sometimes I be with shades trying to be cute and I be walking like a mummy. You ain't cute walking like that, girl. Take them shades off.
Oh my God.
The family picnic was cute. I like that. I thought that was cute. What you think about that?
Yeah, I think that was really nice for them to get out and hang out as a family. And I also like the conversation that Mia had with her son, Josh.
Yes, yes,
I'm glad that they had that conversation together with mom and dad and son. And so,
yes,
he told her, how, he felt. And then she in turn explained to him, why mommy is working, and doing this, that, and the third. So, he
right.
kind of understood and stuff.
And
And
I
she is really wanting to reconnect with her mom. She's trying to figure out why isn't her mom around? Why is she not
right,
coming to see them? And
right.
she's only like 20 minutes away from them.
That's crazy. It reminds me
Yeah,
of Kenya Moore and her mother. Remember Kenya
yeah,
Moore went to the mother's house, knocked on the
yeah.
door, and the mother peeked out and said she ain't letting her in or something. I don't know. But she
That
wouldn't
was
see her.
wasn't that Ashley with her dad?
No, Kenya had that happen way back in season 2
Oh
of
wow.
Housewives. Yeah, she went over there and she had the production and the mother wouldn't let her in. That's what that reminds me of because Mia did invite her mother to the park. The
Yeah,
thing that when she had the conversation with her son and she said, "Do y'all miss me being home?" and they were like, "Yes."
yeah,
And she said, "Well, don't y'all what do you guys think I work like this for?" And then
yeah,
the older son said, "For a house." That was so telling to me because he didn't mean it with any shade. But
yeah,
they are looking at it because you want stuff. We don't
yeah,
care
yeah,
about the stuff. So when he
yeah,
said you're working like that for a house, my heart broke for him because I know they don't care about a house. They just want
yeah,
her.
yeah,
So I thought
yeah,
that was very, very deep, and it almost took her aback as well. She was really
yeah.
surprised that he said that.
That he said that. Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
like he
Yeah.
doesn't care about the red
Um,
bottoms she talks about. Kids don't care about that. They
yeah.
really don't.
Mm-hmm.
And it was showing in that little clip of them,
But,
you know?
yeah. But I mean, they ended on a happy note, though. They ended on a happy note.
Yes, yes. Okay, Buddha said, I'm never got around to watching this. I am moving, so I got to watch it on the PC. Okay, Buddha, for sure. Yeah, check it out later. That's absolutely right. Okay, so then next it went on to Candace. Candace is trying to pack for the girls' trip that she planned. Candace planned the girls' trip, so her house was a mess. She's in there trying to put things in a suitcase, trying to figure it out, talking to her hubby at that moment, for this
Mm-hmm.
for this girls' trip. You have anything to say on that? Candace talking to Michael. I mean, what's his name? Chris, getting ready.
Chris. Well, I'm excited that she planned the trip, and I think we don't see it yet, but I think the house is an emotional it's something
Attachment.
emotional to her
Yeah.
why she's doing all these things, because at first it was the pajama thing she had, so now she's going on a trip
Trip.
to celebrate it. So I like that she did that, and she's kind of growing up and
Yeah,
all.
a
So I
little bit.
like that.
A
Yeah,
little
and
bit.
I like that Chris is supportive of her, but he does remind her of the things that she have to do when she gets back.
Right, right. And he
Mhm.
also told her because Candace and Ashley don't get along. So you remember Chris said, "Did you call Ashley?" Because no matter how much the girls don't get along, they still invite each other to their
Right,
functions. And
right.
he told her to call. She kind of looked like, but she still never called.
Yeah,
Coming up, you'll see that Giselle invited her.
yeah. She never called her. She had no intentions of calling her
That's
or
crazy. That's
inviting her.
crazy.
And since you mentioned Giselle, I think she was out of place for doing that because it wasn't her trip, and she already know that they don't see eye to eye. So now you're gonna cause more friction between the two of them because she didn't initially invite her. And then I
Right.
fought Ashley too, because why would you go?
Because
You
that's
weren't
what they
invited.
do. That's what they do. They want to get paid. They want to be seen. They don't care what each other have going on. They will fight on screen before they not show up and be left out of a scene, honey. They will
And
fight
then
on screen.
I do agree with Candace when she was like, well, child, she just had a baby. Her Hello Kitty got to heal. So I just thought Ashley was gonna say no to Giselle because she just had a baby.
Ashley doesn't say no to anything. You ever notice through the whole pregnancy, she was out with them. And as soon as she popped this baby out, a week later, she's at the next event. Like I guess it's that young snapback, honey, because I was still a mess when I had my kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I was like, oh my God. And she's actually going, but she's only going for a day. She's not going to stay overnight.
Right.
She's just going for a day.
That is true. Oops. Yeah. I think I've seen Spiky come in. Hi, Spiky. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Fruit family. So, moving on to Giselle coming over to visit Ashley. That was cool. She wanted to see the baby, so they're sitting there talking and everything. Giselle is trying to talk about everything that happened at the last event, and she was trying to fill Ashley in because Ashley couldn't make it.
Right.
And the kids were there, so the baby was there. Little baby Dean came out. A lot going on. Go ahead, take it over, Lisa.
Yeah, so Giselle went to visit Ashley so she could see the baby. I think the baby was just the excuse for her to go over there, but I really think Giselle went over there with her messy self. She went over there to give Ashley all the tea and mainly to see if she was invited on the trip.
Yes, I do believe she wanted to get all that stuff out, and the babies were interfering with that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely, yes, and I like it that they have a nanny because that's too much work for Ashley.
It is.
And what's with her babies always pooping?
Always pooping. The baby pooped around the girls last time, and he pooped this time. Yeah, Ashley might be on to something. He knows that they are full of shit, honey. He knows. You know what I mean? The baby
and then Giselle wanted to know about Ashley's Hello Kitty, about her booty hole. Giselle!
And who cares about that? It's so disgusting. Who cares if you went to the bathroom when you had your baby or not? I thought that was so out of pocket and not needed to be said on national TV. Like, we are grown women.
I bet she bring it up to the girls.
That's so disgusting. I'm not even going to say it on here because it was so disgusting. I felt like that was so unnecessary. Like, girl, really? Mm-hmm. That's what we doing? We going to that just to get some attention on you? Child. Oh, please. But she did get out all her dirt that she wanted to get out. She was able to tell Ashley before she ran out the door. You know what I mean?
She did. Yeah, she did. She did. So why do you think they're titling this episode The Rumor Mill?
Because of what Giselle said right before she left Ashley's house. She said to her, did you hear about the rumors about Wendy's husband, Eddie, and him cheating? Giselle didn't need to say that. She's spreading the rumor. But she's spreading it because every time Jamal did something, these girls were throwing it out there like boom, 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 boom. And I feel like it's her way to get them back. Because it was always what Jamal was doing. That's
okay because I think that's okay because I think Wendy is when she show up, she gonna show out on Giselle.
She gonna show out on her, especially with the new Wendy and this young. I'm a 18-year-old little girl, Wendy. Like she gonna show up. She gonna show out. But she did not need to talk about Eddie. So I believe it's because Jamal was always the topic of conversation with his cheating. So she's no holds barred on that.
Yeah. And then they keep bringing up that, this is the new Wendy. When they first met Wendy, it was, Miss Professional. She wasn't like Wendy. This. Right. No, she's a totally different person, but that's her prerogative. She got her boobs done. She got her buttocks done.
She feel better.
Yeah, absolutely. She feels better within her skin, whereas when she had the weight, she wasn't. And I think that's just anybody will flaunt it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're proud of it. Yeah.
Now, I don't know what Giselle is trying to do is equate that to her acting so different, equate it to that maybe he is looking at another girl. I don't really know if it's that or if she's just really feeling herself right now. And they just
Yeah.
got to give her glow up minute. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's that per se. Like any woman that thinks their man is cheating, yeah, we like to get cute, we like to get dressed, but we're not doing all the stuff she doing. That's something
Right.
totally different. That is
Yeah.
all about her body,
Right. Yeah.
which is bringing us back to Wendy. Now we're supposed to talk about Wendy and Eric's conversation. Okay, so go ahead, and then I'll add my input.
So y'all, Wendy has a business, as y'all find out last episode. She has a candle business that she's trying to get off the ground. But little did we know, Wendy does not know a whole lot about creating a business because she does not own the name that she has on the candles.
Which is crazy.
What if she goes and say, hey, I need to purchase this name. This is going to be my business. And she tells them what the name is, and they say, hey, you can't get it. You know, it belongs to someone else. So now she's gotten all these candles. She's gotten all these labels and on the boxes and on the candles. That's just money thrown away.
Thrown out the window.
But her husband tries to educate her on what she needs to do. So because she had not done that, of course, she was taken aback, but she is still going to do her business. But I got the feeling that her husband doesn't want her to do it because he feels like she's taken on too much, and she's always been that way, which both of them agree. But he's also wondering where she's going to get the funding for this as well, too. And she says, she told him she was going to get it from his pockets. And he says, no, his pockets are closed. His pockets been closed for quite some time now.
And he's kind of complaining like Mia's husband that you're not around enough. Like he's feeling kind of neglected. And the thing I wanted to touch on with Mia and Gordon is when she was talking to him, and I know this is the case with a lot of women, we start losing ourselves in who we really are. You know, thank you, Marina. So glad to the super chat. Hey, thank you, baby. Listen, I understand that because sometimes you might want to wild out and be that girl who's with her friends and who's working and just don't have a care in the world. You're not in your mind. You're not a wife for the moment. You're not a mother for the moment. And then you turn around and you got your suit on and you're ready to get on TV for politics. So she is a little bit all over the place. And like she said, she listens to ratchet music. Like there's a side of her that's very professional. Then there's a side of her who wants to wild out with her new body. That is a tough thing to be in.
Well, you know,
thank you.
I'm trying to think. Jasmine Williams Woods. Do you know her?
Huh?
Are you familiar with Jasmine Williams Woods?
No. Is that a person on the show?
No, she's a content creator. She's a content creator. And she was just talking last week about being perfect. And that, you know, because you're in the public eye and because people expect you to be this way or that way, don't worry about that. Just be yourself. They either gonna like you or not. Just be yourself.
So you're saying wear two hats. Be Wendy on TV and then be Wendy in real life. Wear two
Wendy
faces.
just need to be Wendy. Wendy just need to be Wendy. That's it. Yeah. I'm not fixing to come up here and look a certain way, you know, for the cameras, and then in my real life, I'm looking another way too. Who got time? That's too much work.
But hold up though. So you don't think there's a place and a time for the ratchetness?
Well, I don't know where the ratchetness is coming from.
If she goes on camera, like one of the examples she gave, she loves to wear her boobies out right now. If she goes on camera talking about her political stuff with her tits hanging out, that's not going to work. There's a place and a time. She needs to wear her regular clothes for that. And then when she get off and start something else, then go back to that. She's going to have to play both sides.
Okay, so my question is, which one is the real Wendy?
Now it's both, but the real one was the one with the suits on, who's always been the business person. She done discovered this new one with all of this stuff she had done.
But my thing is discovering your new self. You can still be professional. You can still dress how you used to dress. The sizes are just gonna be smaller. You know, she can still. She don't have to put on that facade like that. You know,
you don't think so?
Because at some point in time, it's going to catch up with her, and she's going to get to that point. Whereas she want to be this one person, because it's going to take some work for her to be Wendy 1 and over here, and then Wendy 2 over here.
Well, I think Cardi B has mastered it, because Cardi is Cardi no matter what she got on her body.
Exactly.
Wendy is going to struggle with that a little bit because she's so much in the political professional world. Now, everybody in the chat, let us know what y'all think. What is y'all opinion? Do you think there's a place and a time, like I'm saying? Or do you think Lisa's right? And she's just going to have to be who she is, wear what she want, do what she want all the time. Let us know in the comments. I would love to hear y'all feedback on that.
Yes. Now, is she going to get some backlash if she is Wendy number 2 on television or whatever? Absolutely. She's going to get some backlash because they know her as the professional Wendy. But guess what?
She's a professor too.
But guess what? She's on TV and they see it.
They see it anyway. They see it anyway. What? I agree with that. I do agree with that.
But my thing is I don't go around walking around with my boobs out. Period.
But she does now. The new Wendy does.
Yeah. So whether I'm on my job or whether I'm out for social hour or whatever,
Me too,
I'm still dressing respectful. You know what I'm saying? And I can cut up and dance and have fun, and it be cool. And it be clean, you know? So, but yeah, just like Spikey said, it's just for the ratings. That's it.
Right. And Donna Green said, why you can't just be yourself? I absolutely believe she can be herself. I absolutely do. And I know when they see her on TV, they're going to see her acting a fool. She's on the stripper pole, for God's sake. So I just think, I don't know. There's still a part of me that says there's a place and a time depending on the setting. You don't want to be around Michelle and Barack Obama with your tits hanging out, talking all ratchet and being all loud. And there's a place and a time. That's all I'm saying. Everything else, she just got to do what she got to do.
So we got a daytime Wendy and we have an after dark Wendy.
Yes. Okay, so now Wendy need to sit her butt down. They all doing things for attention. That's true. That is true. Now it goes into Giselle is meeting with Robin and Mia. The meeting with all three of them at the coffee shop or the drink shop or whatever it is, because they want to get to know her. Remember the little shady text? We want to get to know you, but don't bring Karen, that they said last week. So this week she came without Karen, and they seem to all be having a good conversation. What do you think, Lisa?
Well, personally, I don't think I would have gone. Because freaking frat, they messy.
It was messy. You believe that the text that they sent was messy and they tried to clean it up, right? Yeah. That's what I think too.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she gave him a pass. She gave him a pass.
But the thing that I don't like now is the original Mia that we met versus the Mia that was sitting there with them wasn't the same person. So basically, she is stepping down to them, is what she's doing. Yes. She's not being her real self.
And she should have kept them checked the way she did keep them checked. Giselle trying to clean it up and say, we haven't got to know you. We already know Karen was not what she was doing. She was doing, we don't want that bitch over there with us. And so when Mia said, they can't tell me who to bring and who not to bring, she should have stuck with that, owned it, and moved forward with that. I bet you Karen wouldn't have changed it if it was her.
No,
Mia and I was like really behind Mia because of her slick comeback. But now I'm looking at her like, oh, they're about to get her real passive.
Yeah, they got her. They done hooked her. They hooked her.
They hooked her, right?
They hooked her. They hooked her. And you know why I say they hooked her? Because, well, that's too far
We're gonna
off.
get to it. Yeah,
that's too
yeah.
far off.
Well,
Yeah.
she also Mia opened up to them about her foster parent situation, her dad being on drugs and all of that. And honestly, I don't know if they earned that yet. Them two together is very messy. Again, she didn't need to say that to them. Karen knows her background. That's her friend on the show.
Yeah, I think she disclosed that information to them because she wanted them to kind of back down off of her and to like her. So I think that's why she told them that, because I don't really think that they really talked about the issue at hand. You know what I'm saying? The back and forth texts and stuff like that. That's what they should have been talking about, because there was a miscommunication and a misunderstanding. But she just omitted that and talked about, you know, her past so they can feel sorry for her. And they did.
And they did. And this is like Mia's 5th time mentioning her mother in the foster care and her mother not being there. It's almost like that is her thing to have on the show. It's not becoming whoop whoop, I feel sorry for you anymore. It sounds like this is my storyline and I'm gonna keep throwing my mother under the bus, which is why her mother ain't showing up for nothing. Would you?
It's something with that mama, honey.
Every time you see the show, you see her talking about you and your drug habit and not being there and her being in foster care. I would be tired of hearing that if I was the mother, and I probably wouldn't show up either. You're going to need to stop. You're going to need to stop doing that.
Yeah, and I don't think it's Mia's story to tell, even though that is her mom, but I just don't think it's her story to tell, especially if she wants to bring her mom around these people. So now that they know about her mom, when she do show up, then they're going to be looking at her a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
Funny. Exactly.
And I also thought it was wrong of Robin to just blurt out Juan's mom and dad's business.
Me too.
I never knew that. I never knew that.
Did Juan even want people to know that? It's like they are desperately grabbing for a way to stay relevant.
Yeah.
So you're going to throw his mother under the bus, not yours. His mother.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That was so shady to me. What did she say? His mother died of AIDS, which is very personal.
And his dad. His mom and his dad. Mm-hmm.
She died of AIDS because of a drug problem. Would you want somebody to tell that on national TV about your mother?
Like I said, I'm going to say it again. It wasn't Robin's story to tell.
It wasn't, and I bet you they're already on rocky ground. How much you want to bet this is going to be a bigger problem? Because Juan don't play, and he don't care about the camera.
Some type of way about that. Yeah, he's going to feel some type of way, because I would, it's no secret, but it's not for you to just be blurting that out.
But it is a secret. It is a secret because nobody knows.
Yeah, we didn't know that.
We didn't know that. Yeah. We didn't need to know that. Yeah. Now that's real personal. Yeah. And I cannot believe that she compared that to what Mia was going through with the foster care system and all of that. Mm-hmm. She did not need to say that this boy's mother had AIDS and she died of that and all that. That was way too much. And I can't wait till he get a hold of that news.
Robin used to be my number one, but
that was shady. That was shady.
As a cast member on Real Housewives of Potomac, I don't really care for her.
All right. So that was that whole situation. Now we're moving on to the girls getting on the party bus. Candace has this huge bus, y'all. She got a huge bus. What did Spiky say, Lisa?
Spiky says, think about it, her stuff out and whatnot, people are going to like that. Yeah.
True. Mm-hmm. So they're all getting on the party bus. They're all kind of wilding out. They're ready to party. You know what I'm saying? And then they all start to arrive. I think Giselle was there first and said that she said that what Wendy was wearing is from Forever 21, and I just thought that was the funniest thing I ever heard. She said Wendy shows up with her Forever 21 outfit, baby. Basically, she looking like a 23-year-old child.
That was
in that outfit. She did look like that.
That was funny. That was real funny for Giselle to say. Yeah. And I really and truly think that It was very distasteful for her
Yes,
to
it
wear
was.
that.
It
Was
was
very
over the
it
top.
was very,
Over the top again.
She
What
is
did
a
you
wife. She is a wife and she is a
mother?
mother.
She's forgetting when she's second Wendy. She's nighttime Wendy. She's forgetting. You know, she's leaving that over there, and that's going to be a problem in the future for her and Eddie. Now, what did you think about all of them trying the pole? Like when Robin hit that pole flush to the cootie cat, I thought,
she hit her Hello Kitty and she said that worse has happened to her Hello Kitty. What?
She sucked at it. Let me just say that. Candace did okay.
Mia,
Even Karen got up there and did a little something, you know, a
Mia
little
stole
Giselle.
the show. Mia
But Mia,
stole the show, honey.
yeah.
Mia did it. I've never been on a pole before, but I've seen it on TV.
Of
and
course.
honey, Mia orchestrated it very well.
Did. She did well, and they all said we expected that from Mia. So I thought the poll situation was cute.
Yeah.
Then we started getting into, they were getting closer, and Candace started explaining that there's a main house, which is the mansion, and then there's a cottage. I didn't like the way she split them up like that. She split
them up according to who she talked to and who she liked.
She did, because she put in the cottage, she put Giselle, Robin, Mia, and herself in the big house. So that leaves Wendy, Escalade, who has no real purpose on the show, and Karen. Now, Karen's been there long enough to be in the big house, but because her and Candace ain't really getting along, she's been demoted by Candace. And Karen took that. Karen was very quiet this episode. What do you think about all of that?
And I think Karen is right. You know, choose your battles. Yeah. That's it. Choose your battles. And I think that's what Karen is
she
doing.
She just said whatever. Yeah.
What I did not like, when Mia chose her room, Candace was okay with the room that she chose.
Yes.
And then Robin and Giselle were talking, and Giselle was telling Robin where Mia's room was. And so Robin goes, Mia, I need you to go downstairs. I need you to be downstairs. Right. And Mia took it.
And she took it again, because now she's not going to be the Mia that we're all looking for.
Yeah. So
like somebody told her to stop checking them. Like behind the scenes, somebody had to have said something.
Yeah, because she has bowed down.
She's bowed down. Even Karen said, "Now that's dirty and that's wrong."
Yeah. She
took that like a G. She said, "It's okay. You two don't have to be next to each other's rooms. I would have never gave up my spot." So Mia is dumbing down so much so that she's going to lose her little spotlight she had on the show.
It's going to be her only season.
It's going to be her only season if she don't bring it back up. I don't know who's telling her behind the scenes to bow down to these two, but Robin could never go, "Oh, and by the way, the room you picked, I'm taking that because I want to be near Giselle, so you go downstairs." I would have never did that. I would have never did that.
That was rude.
Almost
that
like,
was so rude.
But usually somebody else wouldn't have took that. I thought Mia was going to be all over, and Mia sitting there, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So you not that chick that we thought you were.
She's done a 180.
180, girl. 180.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But it is a beautiful house. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous.
And then they sat down for dinner. And Giselle was saying, shouldn't somebody be apologizing here at this table? So now they're all coming together to eat. This is the end of the scene. And they're all sitting there. And Karen was like, "Are you talking to me? Are you speaking to me now? Because you should be giving me an apology." So they went into that whole thing. What do you think about that scene? Go ahead and talk about that.
Well, Karen, I love Karen, and I love how she's handling everything. Giselle, she's just messy. She's just a messy cast member. And I think that if Giselle was really, really genuine, I think if she was really, really genuine, she would have pulled Karen to the side and she wouldn't have discussed it as a whole. Because if she felt like Karen owed her an apology, the other girls don't have anything to do with it. But just like Karen said, Gizelle likes a crowd. She likes a crowd.
Does.
She loves to do things in front of people. And that's why she did that.
Do you think that Gizelle had a point when she said, well, when Karen said what she said about my husband, she did it publicly, so I'm not going to go in the back and talk about it in private? I get that. Why we hide it? Why we hiding now? When Karen said the stuff that she said, it was out loud on the show too. I believe if you say it out loud on the show, you should apologize out loud on the show.
That's true, but with these ladies, it's not going to work. Because as you can see, Karen is not budging. But I think Gizelle would have gotten a different reaction if they were one-on-one.
I agree with that. With that. But I also, as messy as Gizelle is, I do believe the apology tour needs to happen on camera, because the knocking them down, hitting them where it hurts tour was on camera. It was on camera.
I mean, put it on camera, but not to the table with all the ladies.
Oh,
and I think each one of them, I think each one of them owe each other an apology. Karen needs to apologize to Gizelle, and Gizelle needs to apologize to Karen.
And I think Karen is holding on to this Ray thing, saying that before this face fades, Ray will be in the ground. I think she knew that was a read. It wasn't, I want Ray to be dead. And I think Karen knows that. Yeah, I think Karen knows that.
Yeah. So, but since Gizelle did all the stuff and said all the stuff that she said, so she's holding on to that.
She's holding on to it, and she's going to make her be accountable for it, or they're going to keep showing up to events not talking. And that's pretty much all that happened in this episode, y'all. Yep. Then it shows clips for next week, looks for next coming up episodes, and it looks like it's going to pick back up.
Episode 6 looks like it's gonna be something.
Yes, it's gonna be something. And don't forget, on August, what is the date for yours, Lisa? Oh, August 16th is gonna be at Living Life with Lisa's channel, y'all. Now let me just say this: we're gonna do a quick little recap of 10 minutes of Love and Marriage Huntsville. They did not have Melody and Martel on this episode, but I was okay with that, because I think they're taking so much of the spotlight of the show that people are forgetting about these really real situations with these other couples. They all got stuff going on. So I'd like to be able to focus on Kimmy and her man, and Marceau and Letitia. You know what I mean? What do you think?
Yeah, they really didn't show Martel and Melanie that much. They did show Melanie by herself, with the girls and stuff like that. The new chick, what's her name? The new chick.
The new messy girl there. What the one star, what's her name? Kim or something? Her name is something. I forgot her name.
I forget what her name is, but
she's not really she's not that relevant.
She was so wrong to bring that up about Monster vaping. And I thought it was so wrong for her to mention that about Destiny and her husband, because I saw on Instagram what Mel had put she put a caption on there, and then she explained herself. I guess because from that episode she was getting a lot of heat, and people were saying that she should be ashamed of herself or whatever, because she's causing mess between the girls. But if you remember, when the girl was at Mel's office, Mel asked her if she knew Destiny, and she said no. And also when they went to dinner and they were at the table, they also said that they didn't know each other. And all of a sudden,
this girl,
Mel had nothing to do with that.
She had nothing to do with it. And this girl came with smoking guns. She wanted to surprise everybody with that, because again, people are being real low blow to try to get a spot on the show. And I think she was holding her smoking guns for that reason. Now, Destiny is really not the chick for that, because Destiny got a serious pop off when she's ready. So, they did go over that a little bit. And then overall, it went on to the other couples, which I thought was cool. What did you think about Letitia and Marceau going on a trip or whatever? She's trying to be romantic, and all he's talking about is work. He is not into her. I think she has something to worry about. I really do.
They went to Houston. They went to Houston because they opened up another nightclub, Black. They opened up another location. And she felt like, even though it was business and she know that it was business, she wanted to, spend some time, quality time with her husband or whatever.
Yeah.
But he wasn't really hearing it.
He shut it down. He's
not the romantic type at all. He just want to hit it and quit it and boom bam and he's done.
But to shut her down though is wrong.
Yeah.
That means you not checking for her.
Yeah, you're right. She does have something to worry about. And I can see it in her that she knows she has something to worry about. Because she questioned the girl with the red dress on that was eyeballing, which the girl was.
She was eyeballing her. She was.
But as her husband, he didn't deny it. So he was aware of it.
He seen the girl and he seen all the other girls in there. He has a little flirtation coming off of his body.
He said he has to take care of everybody, he say.
She got a problem. I think he's losing interest. I really do.
I think he's lost it.
Yeah, I think he's lost it. And it's just sad, but we'll see how that plays out. Now, Kimmy and her man and their son that works in their business in Black.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! I love their son. I'm so glad he's speaking up this year. I really am. I think what's her husband's name? Kimmy and Scott? Maurice.
Mm-hmm.
I think Maurice is not really taking his feelings into accountability, and that's going to be a problem.
Well, Maurice is, I'm going to say Maurice seems like Maurice is for Maurice and what Maurice wants to do and what he wants to get done when he wants to get done. It has to happen then. I feel really, really bad for Kimmy because it's like she's the stepmom.
Yeah.
She's the stepmom and she's a stepmom, but at the same time she feels like she's an outsider because he does not talk to anybody like that. That's the one main reason why I never got involved with a guy with kids, because it may not be drama with the kid's mama, but it's gonna be some drama. And
it's gonna be something. Yeah.
With Kimmy, he's not upfront with her about everything that's going on.
Yeah,
and he's not expecting her to stay to the table and meet with them. I wouldn't have done that.
He's gonna eat dinner and leave.
I wouldn't have done that. I would have left because you only want to include me when you can't be there.
But she said she's gonna stay, but she's gonna reschedule the meeting so that way they don't come. Mm-hmm. First of all, the baby's mama shouldn't have been late because who are you? We're not waiting on you. But she shouldn't have been late. That's one. But
she didn't say sorry or nothing, did she?
Well, they're gonna show it. They're gonna show it next week.
Okay.
But he didn't tell Kimmy about Monster vaping, and he said some things need to be kept to herself. But you gotta include her if she's telling you this is a problem.
And then it was brought up to her by somebody else, and she had no clue.
And how embarrassing is that? Because this same messy girl, or one of them, hit her with the vape thing, like
the messy girl, the new messy girl.
And I found it interesting when Kimmy was talking to her son, showing him a house to flip, which is what he really wants to do. And she said to him, and he was telling her how he doesn't know the business. They never trained him. They just want to run amok and leave it to him, which is not right. So she said to him, I think he was setting you up for failure. That's deep when you say that about your husband.
No, she said that about her son.
Right. She's saying that her husband is setting him up for failure with Black.
No, not her husband, Maurice, Marceau. She's saying Marceau is setting him up.
Marceau, he works for Marceau.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay.
Marceau is setting him up for failure.
Right. But that's still a deep statement to say on people that's supposed to be your friends. But she's also keeping it real with her son. Like they're putting you in this position because they want to see you fail. That's why they're not training you. That's kind of deep if you think about it. Like, damn, was he setting me up to fail?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he hasn't trained him properly. He's just pretty much been doing, things on his own. So yeah,
the opportunity was nice, but if I was him, his mama's a real estate agent plus an RN. Go do what you want to do, which is flip houses and sell them.
Yeah.
Because they're taking this opportunity to go on vacation, and he's sitting over there running a business he don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to touch on that little bit of stuff, and then it ended with Kimmy sitting there waiting to tell them that they're going to have to reschedule, and the baby's mother came with her man. So I wouldn't have been talking to them without him there anyway.
Me either. Because half the time when they're on FaceTime, the lady don't even know Kimmy is there. She has to announce her own self.
Yeah, exactly. Donna said, "What a mess." Yes, Lisa, he has lost it and he doesn't care. Lost his feelings for Letitia she's talking about.
Yeah.
Well, that, my friends, is our recap of Real Housewives of Potomac season 6, episode 5. A little recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Next week, August 16th, is going to be at Lisa's channel, episode 6, y'all. I hope you all come back. Share this live out to as many people as you can, as many platforms. Let's try to get us some more people in here, and we'll just see what happens next week, Lisa.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. And like JustTheresa says, y'all please share it out. Share it out. Sharing is caring. Share it out, guys. And y'all meet us over at Living Life with Lisa on Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all try to go ahead and watch it, so you guys can give us feedback and, know somewhat of what we're talking about, okay? Because we might have a pop quiz for some prizes. You never know.
Okay, y'all. Have a good day, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Uh-oh. My remote ain't working. Okay. Bye.
All right, hon. Let me go. I got to jump in the shower and get ready